What's up, guys? I'm recording this video real quick. I just left the house, going to my mom's house because I pick up something real quick, and I just got a moment of lonely time. Anyways, so that was definitely an evap line, just so y'all know, because my cycle started yesterday afternoon. So I called my doctor's office and I'm going in for my baseline tomorrow. Unfortunately, Shireen is not going to make it, so I am on my own. But it's just a baseline. I've been to a baseline by myself before because we couldn't find a babysitter. But we literally just took off work all day yesterday because we had to take Aiden to the ER because he has a virus that had him vomiting and having diarrhea, which he's still suffering a little bit from that, but he's getting better. But yeah, a failed cycle. I talked to my nurse and she was like, oh my gosh, I really thought this was gonna work for you guys the first try. And honestly, I did too, but then when I found out that the sperm count was 3.1 million and only 30% motility, I was like, we out. Ain't no way in the world we about to conceive with this low sperm count. So the sperm bank is sending us another vial. They have already set it to the side for us. We just gotta let them know when and where to send it, which has to obviously be soon because our IUI is coming up on, it should be on, I ovulate on the 22nd, so it should be on the 21st or the 22nd, depending on how everything goes. So we're going with a different donor. I told you that already. And let me tell y'all about these sperm banks. Trifling. You sent me a vial that was supposed to be guaranteed over 11 million and it was 3 million. And then when I called and said y'all gotta replace it, you tell me we have to verify that you got a negative result. So then I got a negative result and it's like, oh, well, now you have to pay $180 for shipping. I'm not paying for shipping. This is y'all fault. I shouldn't have to pay for another IUI. I'm pissed about it because I think it would have worked the first time if I had a high sperm count. So now I'm going through a whole other IUI and you don't even want to pay shipping? I was so hot. And Shireen was like, well, it doesn't say anywhere in the contract that we have to pay shipping and we'll just talk to our lawyer, which she's right. But the lady was like, you know what, I'll just wait before you, don't worry about it, like, because you don't mess with me. But they got it all together, so we gotta just call them. Probably gonna call them tomorrow and tell them we need it at the sperm bank by the 20th, and then call my sperm bank, call fertility clinic and tell them that we're getting something brought to them. I hope they don't charge us for storage because it's literally going to be there for all of a day and a half. So I need them to not be like, oh, $50, because they charge you $50 a month for storage. But yeah, I haven't told Shireen yet, but this time, since it's our last cycle, I think I want to test every day. I don't know why. Because I just felt like I was stressed out more this time than ever. And I feel like if I test every day, I can watch the trigger shot, leave my system, and I don't know, I just feel like it would ease my mind more. So I'm going to buy some little cheap tests. I'm going to need about 15 of the mugs, but it's okay. And I want to test every day. Guys, honestly, if this doesn't work, part of me is like, maybe Aiden should be an only child. Like, this is a lot. It's stressful. It's a lot on your body. It's a lot on your brain. It's a lot on your emotions. It's a lot on your wallet, your pockets. Like, this is a lot. And the amount of money we've paid this year for IUI, we could have paid our car off. So we can't deplete ourselves completely trying to have a baby, because we already have a child who needs us and who needs things, and we can't be emotionally unavailable or financially unavailable because we are trying to give him a sibling. So at some point there has to be a point where we just say enough, and maybe it's not meant for us, and it's gonna suck, and I really want him to have a sibling, but maybe it's just not for us, you know? I mean, we've been in this process since January, and it's September. I mean, it's about to be September. It's August. But this is a lot, and it's a lot of money, a lot of time, and we've given up time with Aiden. We've given up, you know, a lot, and I'm just, at this point, I'm like, if this last thing doesn't work, we've tried everything we could except for IVF, which we can't try IVF because we don't have the money for IVF. Once we've tried everything that we can possibly try, what's left for us to do besides let it go and just love Aiden and just make sure that he knows that he got us? Like, if you don't have a sibling, that's okay. You got 2 really good parents. You got 3 amazing cousins so far, but he'll eventually have more cousins because I have 3 brothers who are not old enough to have kids, and Shireen has 3 brothers and a sister who are not old enough to have kids, so he'll eventually have a ton of cousins to play with. So I want to say I have all this faith, but you never know. Everybody's like, it just takes one, but it's always, it seems like anything could happen, and I just want to make sure that I'm personally am prepared for the worst, which the worst for us means we don't have a second child. And at some point, you have to realize that you just enjoy you just appreciate what you have and let it go. But I don't have to go inside my mom's house. I just wanted to update you guys. So yeah, starting our process over tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys when I get in the car after the baseline. I probably should put my seatbelt on. So I just came out of my mom's house, but I just remember one more thing that I wanted to say. I don't think I want to do the progesterone suppositories this cycle until I get a positive. The reason being is they made me feel awful. And when I say awful, I felt awful. And which would have been amazing. I would have been perfectly fine when I was actually pregnant, but I felt sick. I was like gagging on everything and throwing up in my mouth, which is, sorry, TMI, gross. But I was cramping really bad, and my stomach was always hurting, and I didn't feel good on it. And I've never had a problem with my progesterone level, so I know my doctor's just doing it as a precaution as opposed to just charging me to test my progesterone. He just wants me to do it as a precaution. But I think I'm taking the executive decision to not do it until after I get a pop. But yeah, not doing progesterone. I think I told Shireen was like, don't do it. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the support. I know you guys are praying for us, hoping that this works out for us, and so are we. But we want to thank you for the support, and we will see you guys on our next IUI journey. What's up, guys? So I am in the car. I've been in the car for a minute. I dropped Shireen off at work at like maybe close to 7. It's 7:45. My appointment is not until 8:30. I am nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. I just ate my cereal. But I am nervous because, you know, you just never know. But I just hope this goes good. I'm about to go in early because I have to use the bathroom. And then hopefully by the time I'm done with the bathroom, it'll be like closer to 8. So that way I'll only be 30 minutes early instead of like an hour. But I'm going to go ahead and go inside. I will see you guys when I get out. Oh,
Good morning. I didn't see you there. Sorry, you have to excuse me. I don't feel good. It is Saturday, August. Shit, get it together. August. What's August 18th?
18th.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Somebody's birthday today. I can't remember who though. I forgot to get back to you guys after my baseline, which was 2 weeks ago. So it went great, and I'm done taking my letrozole. And now I'm just waiting for a positive ovulation.
Yes. So she's taking the OPK test. And we're just waiting. And waiting, and we're prayerful that this time it will work, because this really might be our last time, so I really pray that this will work. So yeah,
Wish us luck, pray for us. I changed my mind about the progesterone. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to test every day, which sounds crazy, but that I have really bad anxiety, so I can't. You are hurting me, Aiden. And what else?
because the issue is with the progesterone. Well, when you didn't take the progesterone last time, and you were pregnant with Aiden, you weren't taking progesterone. So
Right. So I basically knew. So because of the symptoms, but progesterone gives you all these pregnancy symptoms, and it gives me anxiety, and I freak out, and I just would like to know as soon as possible. And so I'm going to test out the trigger, and then once the trigger is out, then I'll know if I get a positive, it's for real. You see what I'm saying? It won't be no question. So, yeah, we're testing daily. I never thought I'd do that, but
this is what it comes down to.
he being extra because he wants y'all to see him. Say hey. But what else did I have to say? Oh, they for some reason didn't do a mid-cycle this time. I don't know what that's about, but I ain't gonna complain. Less money for me, right? So I don't know how big my follicles are, but they should be okay. We're just waiting for a positive. I call them with the positive. They'll call me in the next day, and I'll do my trigger shot the night that I get the positive. Still ain't picked it up yet because we've just been so busy. But yeah, that's about it. I guess I will see you guys. Oh my gosh. When we get the positive and pick up the trigger shot and trigger.
Yes.
Deuces.